Yo, it's Ratch and Desi. We're here to talk about dating at 30. All right. I mean, a lot of millennials, we're reaching that age where you kind of wanna, you might. It's getting hard to date or maneuver. We're just gonna touch on some subjects and leave some feedback or comments or subscribe if you have some inputs and tell me your advice or experiences you felt. So I'll kick it off this time. All right. So dating at 30, I feel like at 30, in my view, I have my own goals and where I wanted to be and the things I'm looking for in a relationship. And I feel like you're never going to get those things unless you're confident and you're positive about where you're trying to go. I knew that I'm looking for someone to marry. I'm trying to have kids and grow and build. So at that point, I was only able to, date and, I don't know, filter out what I'm looking for because I had a plan and I knew what I was looking for. And I think a lot of people might be having troubles in the dating atmosphere because you have to come to a realization about what you're looking for. You can't be like, I'm looking for a husband, but I'm really looking to have fun. You might claim you're looking for a husband, but you are dating as if you're trying to have the best fun. You're trying to have the most fun. You might be trying to have, you know what I mean? You're trying to be lady, or you might be like, uh, I'm looking for a serious relationship, but you are only dating or partaking in people that are, more temporary, or it might be individuals that are more, or more for the good time, not the long term. What's your view as a female
On what?
on the dating at 30? I mean, why would you feel like it'll be hard to date?
I'm not 30, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Before you, I was dating probably like people that was much younger than me. And if I wanted to date older, I'd date older. I feel like 30 is not old. Maybe like 35 no, not 35. I feel like 38 is starting to get kind of like,
It's
you
not
starting to
that.
like,
It's not
trying to
that 30 is
ferment into like
old.
a nice wine sophistication. Some people start sophisticating at 25 in certain places. Like Dallas has very like mature, like 27-year-olds. But in Atlanta, it's like the land of the ageless. So you can literally be like 50 and look 32. Like, it's kind of crazy. So I just feel like that includes children and women who haven't had children. Now, women who haven't had children looks like it's easiest and less expensive, but women who do have children, they work out or they just have their procedures, maybe start eating more healthy, stop smoking, things to dry the skin out a lot, and they look amazing. Like, so it's all up to you, boo, and your relation. I feel like people who are faithful too, a lot of times, like, I don't know. No, I don't want to say that.
I wouldn't even
So
say faithful. I would just say know what you want. If you're just trying to have like interactions and network and make friends and people that you could date or call up, then I say leave with that. But if you're looking for something more serious, then you know, uh, I would say state that and state what you are looking for and have the foundation and financial backing to prove that that's what you want. I
yeah,
think most people are having only problems because they're confusing love with needs, with wants with needs, reality with hopes and dreams, you know temporary with the long term goals, and you know and sometimes they're confused about what they think is serious and what's not. I mean, you're not gonna uh you're you you have to have a little foundation to build off of. You gotta have a little something. So at the end of the day, the only advice I can really give is make sure you know yourself. Know yourself, know what you're looking for, and know and be mentally ready to adapt and learn, and be
Yeah,
financially ready to adjust and grow with someone else. All those things are putting two and two together, right? So
yeah. I think that there's dating sweet spots. Like in my opinion, I feel like there's a dating sweet spot. Like dating sweet spot is from like either the high school sweetheart phase, like when you're in your 20s and you're like just young guy who's like unmolded, still just super ambitious, like fresh. And then I think it's like the 60-year-olds, like men. I don't know why. They just seem like they know what they like. It's for me, it's scary because I feel like the 30-year-olds are like, they set up their life to be perfect, but honestly, they're just still so young. They still want to be young. They still want to be with younger girls that are like early 20s and stuff. And their mind's not really like on focusing on the next stage, which is like obviously having children, having a house, family unit, things like that. It's just a different mindset. And so I feel like 30-year-olds, they often like have like a faux maturity. And then it's around their 40s where they really start getting it right, like down to a science. But then I think somewhere in their 40s, they're perfect. Towards the end, they just start burning out. And their 50s hit, and just like they just throw stuff through the window. They have their midlife crisis. And the 50-year-olds, all it needs is just that coworker that has that young girl. And I don't know, it's just the 50s, I feel like if their life was on point, they just throw it away. So for me, I feel like 60s is old, but it's not like super, super old. Like if I'm 45, I feel like my sweet spot would be like a 60-year-old guy, but a youthful 60-year-old guy who has his teeth, obviously a car, healthy, fun, and obviously has
mm.
he may be close to retirement. Like he has himself situated. He's already paid the child support. He's good. Like, and I wouldn't mind that.
I feel like
if I wasn't married until like 45 or something, if I was late in life married, I feel like 60s is a sweet spot for men.
I feel like that's the women's perspective. I feel like from the male perspective, a lot of males get burned out dealing with females because females are like, when they're younger, they take a lot of like notes and a lot of triggers, and they make decisions. They're kind of rash with their decisions. Obviously you're trying to progress. Everyone, male, female, everyone's trying to progress in this world. So without proper experience, some of those decisions are end up putting you in a different spot. So obviously the grass isn't greener always, but also you need to know when to cut the line and when to save the ship, save the crew. So I think women are put into a lot of hard decisions or hard positions because you never know what someone is or what they're going to be. So at the end of the day, you can always revert back to the foundation. Foundation is always going to be, if you are dating and you want to have a plan, you should make sure that individual from the beginning, from the start, is like-minded, and that's what their intentions are. You're not gonna make someone be successful. You're not gonna make someone be faithful. You're not gonna make someone not want to go out. You're not gonna make someone want to make money. those are givens. They're gonna gimmies. They're gonna have those from the jump. So younger women, or women having problems dating, look for older men. They might be more accomplished, and maybe they are looking to settle down again. Younger males, make sure you have confidence and know exactly your plan, and when you produce it and you pitch it to someone, make sure you're able to back it up and stand on your values and morals. Younger women, make sure that if you truly want a relationship, make sure you know your limits and boundaries. You might enjoy a relationship, but you might not be actually wanting to settle down completely, or you might not be looking for the long term, or you may be, and you need to make sure that your intentions are clear. And whether you get older or and as we get older, you more experience, and you should have more confidence about what you want or what you desire, and being able to communicate that to your partner, right?
And yeah, knowing yourself at any age, regardless who it is, knowing yourself and your partner knowing who they are is the biggest thing in dating to me. Because when you know yourself, you can say, these are flaws that I have. If somebody's having an argument with you and you might say, you're always late. Well, I know myself. I know I'm always late. If that's one of their big pet peeves, you can be, it's being accountable. Like, knowing yourself is being accountable for your actions. And when they know themselves, they're more easily aware and accountable for their actions at any age. It does not matter. So I just feel like whoever you love, whether they're younger or older than you, when you meet somebody who knows themselves and can communicate, that's when you can decide. You have that choice to make that decision. Is this somebody that I can deal with or not? The hardest thing with dating at any age is falling for somebody who is under a facade, somebody that you like for some reason, and that's not truly who they are. So an authentic person is the best person to date, and you have the choice to decide if you want to be with them and deal with their stuff. Because I don't know if it's Bob Marley, somebody said, it's his famous quote, but it was like, everybody's gonna hurt your feelings, but like, being in a relationship is being with that one person who's worth it, like, at the end of the day. So you have to choose if it's worth it or not. And things like that, tools like that, assist you with making that decision most authentically. Is when you know yourself, they know themselves. And sometimes make sure, like, the drugs, like, maybe y'all could go on like a sober hiatus and see, like, because sometimes drugs be like creating facades too. You want to make sure, you gotta check that. But that's all I would say. Is it's not so much the age, it's like the authenticity of that person, and is this somebody you can deal with or not.
All right, so check us out and comment below if your advice or your experience or prior relationships differ, or maybe you have some good advice. Maybe we can read and review and follow us if you want. We're mostly gonna cover relationship advice or couples and experience, and things that millennials or the African Americans would go through, or subjects that we would touch on. Check us out.